Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going well. Is this Brennan?
Yeah, this is Brendan. Is this
Hey, this is Matt from WMCT. How are you?
good? How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes to help kind of share your story with the rest of the community here in Marlboro.
Yeah, of course.
So, over the past few months, how have you been doing personally? What have you been spending some of your time doing, and how's your family?
My family's healthy. I've been healthy, which is all good. I picked up me and a couple of my friends at tennis because it's a good way to stay socially distant and still stay active. And I've been working at Stowe Anchors Country Club quite a bit, so
Well, that's
that's
great.
been fun.
Good. Now, is tennis something that, now, you said you've picked it up. Is that something that you played before and you're just kind of playing a little bit more now? Or were you a complete novice going into it?
No, I was a complete novice. Me and my friend Bobby, who lives down the road, had never played before, but our buddy Darren, who also goes to AMSA, plays and is pretty good, and he got us into it, and then we got a couple of our friends into it, and now we have a good little group that goes, so it's pretty fun.
Nice. You guys play full matches, or is it more just kind of like playing like volleying back and forth right now?
More just like volleying back and forth, like more kind of backyard, not really playing by the full set of real rules, just messing around kind of tennis.
Oh, that's good. At least you've picked up something new in the meantime. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, getting we'll come back to sports in a little bit. But
All right.
you've spent years and years in standard traditional classrooms, with teachers and other students around you and built-in support systems. What was it like for you over the past few months having to finish out your last year of high school with the online classes?
Um, it was an interesting experience for sure. The online is a lot different. It's a lot more laid back, and I found myself with a lot more time on my hands. Of course, you couldn't really go out because of the whole quarantine coronavirus thing, but it certainly helped me find a couple of new hobbies, which was fun, and the online experience itself was good. I feel like it was a little harder to stay focused, but it definitely helped with my time management skills and understanding that I have to get work done on time, and I'm not going to have time in class, and I'll have to get done at home where there's plenty of distractions. So definitely helped me learn how to focus and manage my time better, which was I view as a positive thing going into college. So
Sure. Now, did you
great
find
about
yourself
that.
did you find yourself not being able to stay as motivated on a day-to-day basis, knowing that you didn't have, say, like your teacher looking over your shoulder, you didn't have the social pressure of trying to keep up with the kid next to you?
I think that was definitely a little part of it. I think not having a teacher that would be like, "Oh, hey, why didn't you do your homework?" or something like that. We're actually going to see them in person. Does make it a little difficult to stay motivated, but I found that I didn't have too much trouble with it. I mean, I'm a fairly motivated kid as it is, so getting my work done wasn't too big an issue for me.
Do you feel as though AMSA helped kind of support you guys throughout this whole process?
Oh, they definitely did. I feel like AMSA did a great job with the whole online learning and making sure that we were taking correct precautions and staying in touch, and the teachers were doing a great job reaching out to students and preparing online curriculum so that we could get through this last sort of spring semester. Um, yeah, I feel like it was very well handled by the administration and the teachers, and I actually found that I enjoyed some of my online classes quite a bit. One little example is our Spanish teacher. It was a Spanish film and culture class,
Yep.
and he had us watch TV episodes and respond to them. It was actually pretty cool. I liked it a lot. Shout out to Mr. Clarkson there.
Very cool. What
Yeah.
shows were you watching?
Oh shoot, what was the? I don't remember the name of the show exactly. It was a show about the Spanish, the war in Spain right before World War II.
Oh, okay.
It was actually pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Well, it's nice to be able to kind of watch something like a television show and have an assignment based on something like that, as opposed to just having to read a textbook, right?
Yeah, it's very nice. I think AMSA teachers did a great job finding ways to make it more fun online so that kids would have better incentive to participate.
Sure. Now that's from like from the academic side of it. Now from the social aspect of it, I'm sure you've seen friends more now over the past few weeks than you did before. But taking it back to when you've been at home for weeks and weeks on end, did you feel a social strain at all, or did you feel like that there was something missing, or did AMSA kind of go out of their way to make sure that students were emotionally healthy?
I feel like the social part was definitely difficult because not seeing your friends in school every day is always tough, and I think being home it's hard not to, but I feel like AMSA did a great job. They held a couple of trivia nights where the whole community would get on a big Zoom call and we'd all do trivia, and that was really fun, and I feel like all the teachers did a great job of checking in with their students and making sure everybody was doing okay, so I feel like that was handled well by the school as well.
Terrific. Do you feel as though going through this whole experience with the online learning and having to spend more time, with yourself, being more introspective about things, do you feel like that this whole experience will benefit you going forward?
I really do. I think it'll help a ton in college. I think it's made me much more self-sufficient than I was before, and I think that the online learning will definitely be a big use for things like summer classes and online courses that colleges were already offering to make getting my degree a little easier that way.
Great. Where do you plan on going next year, and what's your major going to be?
I will be attending Clarkson University in Potsdam, New York, and I'm planning on majoring in mechanical engineering.
That's great. What led you to choose that particular major?
Mechanical engineering was described to me as something for problem solvers, and I really enjoyed AMSA's engineering programs, whether it was Intro to CAD, Advanced CAD, Architectural Mechanical Design, and Robotics, and all those kind of hands-on engineering style classes. I always really enjoyed them. I've always been a little bit more of a hands-on learner, and I feel like it was just the right choice for me as a major.
Where do you see that taking you?
To be 100% honest, I'm not sure yet. I see it taking me out into the engineering field, working on stuff with my hands and creating new technologies for the future.
What was it like for you to be named captain?
Being named captain was actually pretty special to me. I'm very proud of that team. I'm on that team with a lot of my friends. My best friend Bobby and I were going to be a couple of co-captains this year with our other friend Broderick and a junior who we're friendly with, Evan Hardy. I was really excited for this season, and being named captain was special to me. I was excited to get the opportunity to lead and inspire the younger kids, because through my years at AMSA, I was going into my 11th varsity season. I played 3 varsity sports. I'd seen a lot of different styles of captains, and I felt like it almost helped me see the kind of captain that I wanted to be, and I was a little bummed that I didn't get the opportunity to be that captain for those kids and for this team. So
now, what does that entail exactly? Like, what did you see in other captains throughout your time at AMSA that you didn't necessarily like, and how did you want to change?
Well, a couple of times I'd see, not that any of them were bad, but it was just different good traits. Like, I'd see a captain who was he liked to lead by example. The quiet type that doesn't, tell you you're great, but he shows you what he needs his team to do. And if he was going to run through a wall, he'd go first and make sure the team followed him. It was the kind of captain that would, pick up a younger kid who maybe got into a varsity game for his first time and whiffed on a ball. The whole team's laughing at him. He'd be like, hey, it's okay, it happens,
Right.
It was the kind of captain that would be supportive of his teammates and be a good link between his team and the coaches. And it was just those kind of little things that I was picking up on other captains throughout my time at AMSA that I feel like I would have been able to use to be a good captain.
Now, obviously, you didn't have a season to play, but there still probably were opportunities over the last few months where you could act that out and be that captain for other underclassmen that were maybe going through some things? Was there any particular moment or an example of you showing off what it was to be a captain?
We were lucky enough to get a couple of captain's practices in before the season where I was able to lead the kids and help the kids. And, we've been able to keep the team connected and keep everybody motivated because there's always next year, and we need those younger kids to be ready to go still. It's all about improving the program. Also, I was able to keep the kids connected with the coach because the coach was able to reach out to not just me, but the other captains and keep us connected. And they're trying to do a couple of games here at the start of August, a little tournament thing once it's opened up enough for us to play for the team. So we're going to be getting in touch with the kids and trying to get them in shape and ready to go so we can put on a good performance.
Very
I
cool.
feel like I've been able to keep in touch through different applications like Instagram and Snapchat and text and make sure all the kids are doing okay.
That's great. Like as you said, you're part of so many different captains teams, and even then just this year, it's all a build-up until this last season that you're going to have an opportunity to play and wear the AMSA colors and have it across your chest. What was it like, first off, having to wait those few weeks before you got the final decision, kind of being in limbo, and then what was it like eventually finding out that you unfortunately weren't going to be able to play your senior year?
Oh, it was hard. It was really hard. I'm a hard worker. Part of the thing is, for me anyway, is I was never the best player, but no matter when or what I was doing, every time I stepped on the field, I was working as hard as I could to get better and to help others and to make sure that our team's going to be successful. So I really wanted to play because I'd put in a ton of work in the off season. I was excited. I really wanted to play our rivals, BVT and Assabet. Match up with those guys, these teams that we've played since my freshman year, twice a year. And the last couple of years we've split with them. Like we won one with Assabet, lost one last year. I really wanted to beat them both times. It's little things like that where you're looking forward to a season and then you hear it's going to get cut down to 10 games and be like a half season. You're like, okay, that's fine as long as I get to beat them once, right? So I was really excited to play. I wanted to face off against those teams and leave my senior year with a bang, going deep into the playoffs, hopefully. But it gets canceled, and it's tough. It's hard. I wanted to play, so.
No, that makes sense.
What are you gonna do?
No, there's not much you can do besides try to have the best, disposition you can, and it seems like you have, and that's great.
Yeah.
But aside from sports, senior year, there's so many different things at the end of the year, like skip days and proms and graduations. But looking back, say like a year or two from now, and you're going to look back at this experience, what do you think that you'll have missed out on the most?
Probably prom, and I was really excited for a bunch of little events we have, like the senior breakfast, and they do. On the last day of school, the seniors are only there till 10 because they come in, or the seniors' last day, not the actual last day.
Mm-hmm.
They come in for a senior breakfast where the juniors put on a breakfast for the seniors, and then when the seniors leave, they do a little car parade. AMSA's doing little car parades for the seniors before the quarantine made car parades such a popular thing. We did one every year, and I was excited for my opportunity to participate in that in front of the whole school. We drive around campus a couple of times, and it's pretty cool. And I'd seen everyone since when I got to AMSA in 6th grade, so that was one thing I think I'm going to miss quite a bit is that last day experience.
No, I'm sure. I can't even imagine what you and all the other seniors across the country have dealt with and felt over the past 3 months. I mean, to work towards something for so long and then to have it taken away, or at least the traditional payoffs, it must have been a very difficult situation for all you guys. And I give you all so much credit for having to transition from one way of learning to another and having to go without seeing friends and somebody like you who's had a wonderful attitude about it and has taken the time to pick up new things. And it is inspiring to hear that there are young people out there that are still trying to work hard and take care of their business.
Absolutely. It's just about For me, it's always about improving. How can I make myself better today? So keep a positive outlook and keep going forward, and eventually it'll all work out.
Absolutely. Well, Brendan, I again, thank you so much for taking the time. I really do appreciate it. And good luck next year over at Clarkson, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great.
Take care.